Hey yo, what it do, man? It's the big boss, K-Po Talk Boxing. Before I get my soliloquy, remember tough times don't last. Good people do it on off yourself. Call them in if I lie, maybe matter. Peak game, ready for us on what's one. Y'all know I throw Houston and everything. We clutched out. You know, we're talking about that boxing. We got, a series of things we're gonna talk about, man, today that's been on the menu, that's been stirring up in the boxing world. But before we get in all that, man, I wanna introduce our second host, future Hall of Famer. Salute to all our soldiers. Brody on the hustle, aka Coach B. Let them know how you doing, man.
Hey, what it is, folks, just like my main man, K-Po said, we clutched up, we clutched out. You know what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk that boxing with y'all, man. But remember, I always remember, like K-Po I always tell y'all, hit up that mental health hotline. The number is 988. Remember, we always better off with you here than without you. Again, the number is 988. Please don't ever go into a situation off yourself. Do something, talk to somebody. If you ain't got nobody to talk to, me and Capo more than welcome to help keep somebody's father, uncle, auntie, auntie, grandma, whoever alive. But with all that being said, y'all know what I'm finna tell y'all next. Hey, God wake you up, he put breath in your body, everything else is extra. Get up, take care of you, do you, take care of the fam. Notice, I always put you first. You got to take care of yourself first. If you're not in tune with yourself, if you're not in line with your steps, yourself, then nothing else is going to matter. You're going to feel like it's empty, it's pointless. Put yourself first. Do what you got to do. Take care of the family. With all that being said, I'm going to pass it back to K-Po. Let's go ahead and continue the show and let's let them know how we flow.
Raymond Ford was interviewed, and he says that Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis is the easiest fight for Shakur Stevenson, and it's easier than Shakur versus Williams Zepeda. So, Coach, what do you feel about that statement and break that down? I mean, break the two fighters down. What do you think about these those two matchups for Shakur Stevenson? He's saying Shakur versus Tank is easier than Shakur versus Zepeda. Let me know something.
Okay, cool. Before I get into it, let's understand this. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I got a lot of respect for Raymond Ford. He's a good, solid boxer, fundamentally sound, skillfully sound, et cetera, et cetera. He's somebody to be reckoned with when you get in the ring with him. And him and his words on this statement saying that Tank is an easier fight than Cepeda. It took me a minute to digest what he was really saying, and I could be wrong. But at the same time, I don't think he was trying to say that it's an easy fight for Shakur to win. I'm thinking, and the way I put it together, the way I broke it all down, the way I understood the dialect is Ford is saying that it's a little bit more easier for Shakur to prepare for a Tank than it is for Zepeda. Because why? Shakur knows that Zepeda is a fighter who's going to come forward no matter what. He's going to throw punches no matter what. And at the same time, it's on you to figure out how to slow him down or beat him to the punch or beat him 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? In Shakur's defense, Shakur is a 12-round fighter. He's not knocking nobody out, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. We would like to see you knock somebody out, but we accept who Shakur is. He not knocking nobody out. He gonna give you your 12 rounds worth of fighting, and more than likely at the end of the fight, we expect Shakur to be up. But now when we talk about the Tank situation, when you prepare for a Tank, if I'm Shakur, I'm simply focusing on not getting hit with a power punch, is what he's saying. But that's where people get Tank misconstrued because it's not only power you have to worry about. You have to worry about him setting it up. You have to worry about him fainting and doing certain things, little small, minute things to make you think he's going one way, but no, he's going the opposite way and he's throwing the opposite hand and boom, he cutting your lights out. So that's how I perceive the message. I don't think he's saying it's an easy fight for Shakur to win. It's an easier fight to prepare for, in a sense. But I think he's wrong in what he says. I think preparing for a Tank is way more serious and a way more harder fight to prepare for than a Williams Zepeda. Because, like I say, Williams Zepeda, The proof is in the pudding. Dude has no power. He's just a volume puncher, a high volume puncher. That's it. And if you can make him miss 40 punches out of 100, he gonna throw possibly every round. Then you good. So I don't see where they came up with that at. I don't see where Ford came up with this crazy analogy at. But at the same time, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I definitely think preparing for Tank is a harder fight because there's a lot more you have to think about than just power. I get it. Tank sometimes he goes into this mode where he's throwing single shots. He's not really being aggressive, and sometimes he's just sitting there collecting data. I get that part, so I kind of get where he's going with it, but I don't. But again, to answer the question directly, I think not Shakur, excuse me. I think Tank is the harder fight to prepare for over a Williams Zepeda.
Yeah, I agree. Um, I think that he's just trying to ride for his boy. And that's just what it is. Um, he don't like Tank because Shakur, um, don't like Tank. Um, but I think that when you break those fights down, you guys are paid up who don't have really a high boxing IQ. He's just gonna throw a bunch of punches. He tries to overwhelm you with punches, right? And like you pointed out, Coach, if you able to make him miss and make him pay, it's an easy night, right? If Shakur would have chose to box with Zepeda, he would have dominated him more. You know what I mean? But just imagine Tank fighting Williams Zepeda. He would have stopped him. You know what I mean? So, but the Tank Shakur matchup could go one or two ways. It's either going to be very boring because Shakur is going to frustrate Tank because Tank does have ability to be frustrated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so and he doesn't throw a lot of punches. So it's either going to be a boring fight or it's going to be Shakur Stevenson sleep on the floor. It's all depending on Tank, in my opinion, when it comes to that matchup. But like you pointed out, Tank is a guy that got high boxing IQ. He's not a guy that just a knockout artist. When people talk about Tank, they only talk about him like he just this brute. He like a Wilder, and it's like he's not like Wilder. He got punching power equivalent to Deontay Wilder, but he got skill. He can box. He can brawl. He can do it all. You know what I'm saying? And Shakur Stevenson is gonna have to take a risk against Tank. If he don't take no risk, I'm telling you. I think even if he take, I'm just gonna speak freely. I think even if he take a risk, he gonna get knocked out, bro. It's just that matchup. It's like it's on to the next, in my opinion. And what I mean on to the next is at first it was Devin Haney. Everybody Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Devin Haney. Now Devin Haney he's at 147. Shakur is the next one to beat Tank, and it's like I get it. Shakur can play keep away and throw a couple jabs, and I'll point Tank and win the fight and frustrate Tank. I can see that happening. But I also can see Tank figuring Shakur out in the later rounds and break him down and stop him. Y'all forget he got that on the man. Me and Coach call him an electric man because he cut your
Mm-hmm.
life. So, and a lot of times Tank be down on the cards in his fight, and then like Terrence Crawford even said, Tank can be losing and then he not. So I think it's a very good clash on styles, but I think Gervonta Tank Davis is a more dangerous fight. It's not an easier fight for Shakur. It's a very, very dangerous fight. Now, if Tank don't come in with his mental right, it could be an easy night for Shakur. But I think Tank, with all this slander and all this stuff that's going on, and them saying Lamar was gonna beat him again, I got a vibe that he's motivated. He just remaining quiet. He got a lot going on in his life, but I'm telling you, I just feel like he a little inspired, and I think he gonna fight Lamar Roach again. I could be wrong. I think he gonna fight Lamar Roach again, and then he gonna try to make that Shakur fight because it's too much talking. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at your mom already, man. Y'all done spent 30 minutes with us, man. We're gonna continue to stay on y'all head like a fitted cap. We're gonna continue to apply pressure like Like, man, who we applying pressure, man? That boy Derek Stingley, man. That boy, shout out to Derek Stingley. Yeah, I think he had an interception today. Kalen
Mhm.
Bullock too. That boy number two, he doing his thing. That boy C.J. Gardner Johnson. Oh my God, lit up the rookie. That was a hey rookie moment for Higgins. But we ain't talking football right now. But y'all continue to support us on this journey. This is the Genesis, this is the beginning. We're gonna continue to grow, we're gonna continue to evolve. Like I told y'all, you're gonna come on here, you're gonna see some things that might be changed. So just continue to rock with us, man. You know, we love boxing. You know, coach is actually a coach. I'm not calling him this because, you know, we want views. No, he's actually a coach. You know, I'm trying to go that way. So, coaches, enlighten me on some things, pause, but I actually competed in this sport. I'm a former amateur fighter. So, what I mean? I know and he know the process of this boxing game. We genuinely love this sport. We genuinely appreciate the sport and we genuinely love delivering boxing news to y'all. So continue to support us, continue to rock with us, like, comment, hate, and subscribe. We ain't running for no smoke. I'm boss. It's coach. We clutched up. We clutched that. You know what we're talking about. Get boxing. We out of here.
Salute.